Josh, we have to speak about Harry and Meghan. They have lost another publicist. This is their 10th publicist to go in just 5 years. It seems it's a revolving door when it comes to Harry and Meghan. Now, communications director Emily Robinson has quit after just 3 months in the job. I mean, the fact she's leaving after a few months, it is a terrible reflection on Harry and Meghan.
This is extraordinary. And actually, when we look back at Emily Robinson's career as well, we're not talking of some sort of little snowflake who will leave companies at the drop of the hat. We're talking an extremely experienced PR person. So she's got an incredibly impressive resume. I've been doing a deep dive. I've looked into her LinkedIn. So she started her career at NBC Universal, which she was at for nearly 3 years. Then she went on to work for a number of channels, including Discovery, all for nearly 2 years. And then she went to Netflix, where she was the senior director of original series publicity, and she held that job for 8 years. So she was a senior director of publicity at a global streaming company for one of the biggest global streaming well, it definitely is. Netflix is probably the biggest global streamer in the world right now. She had a huge director job level at this global company for 8 years. This is no small feat for what she's done. This is clearly somebody that likes to commit to projects. That's very clearly a hard worker. She knows the global entertainment industry inside and out. She's had experience all across America. She's worked, especially in Netflix, I can imagine, original series publicity. That's a big head honcho. She would have worked on global campaigns for the streamer there. So, we're not talking small fry. We're not talking inexperienced. We're not talking somebody that might not fit the mold here. So I think it reflects terribly on Harry and Meghan that somebody as experienced as this would depart their company after such little time. And I think they probably thought, from Harry and Meghan's point of view, they probably thought as well, oh, this is somebody from Netflix original series publicity. She can help us with some of our ideas, some of our brandings. But this just goes to show, it's what can you promote? If you've got no series to promote, how can you do the job of publicity? And this is the thing with Harry and Meghan when it comes to their original content. It's all, especially we saw with Love Meghan. I know, Gabriella, you and I have previously discussed this. I previously compared it to the stand-up comedy show that bombed so badly that you just can't keep your eyes off and you can't help but laugh because it bombed so badly. That show was a prime example of Meghan relying on attempting to rely. She thinks she's so likable. It was all style, no substance. If the best she could do was putting pretzels in a plastic bag, what is there to promote? They say there's no all publicity is good publicity, better than no publicity. And that is true. But Meghan Markle would have wanted good publicity for her show. And now it seems that she's moving into skincare. She wants to be this makeup mogul, a bit like Gwyneth Paltrow. But again, it just proves there's no actual originality there. And I also think it's such a shame because I'm going to be honest, I know I've been a critic of Meghan Markle and Harry in the past. And actually, I still really love what Harry tries to do with the Invictus Games. I think that's such an incredible cause. And I think it's a shame what's happened with Centre Barley. But when it comes to Meghan Markle, I said to you, and I think I actually said to you, I wanted to give her a chance. This was the sort of content that she loved to make. We all knew her when she was in Suits, but actually what they actually loved her for at the time was her lifestyle blog, The Tig. And she used to go on American talk shows and do cooking segments. She was on the Today Show. I actually really liked the Caesar salad recipe that she did with this kind of grilled lettuce. I thought it was a kind of a unique twist on a Caesar salad. And I actually really liked that. And I thought, if she was going to make a success out of something, then it would have been something like With Love Meghan. Finally, we're getting content from her that she's actually passionate about, that she's good at, and it's not just slamming the royal family. And then when it came down to it, we saw there was no actual proper content there, a part of pasta recipe that was modified really from Martha Stewart's recipe.
Yeah, and some fake friends. It was absolutely appalling to watch. Josh Rom, it is so good
Bearing in mind as well, Gabriella, one of the friends that she had on the program, her makeup artist Daniel, she's apparently reportedly markled him now as well because she now wants to be seen to doing her own makeup. And he basically, when she did this appearance at Paris Fashion Week wearing that white outfit, he put up a video. Apparently, it's been reported that he put up a video saying these were the makeup products. This is the routine. Like other makeup artists, it's been reported by some media outlets that she ordered him to take that video down, and now she seems to be going at it alone. So this is yet another one of her friends from her close circle out the window.
Josh Rom, we have to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining us. Great to speak to you again.
Great to get the band back together.